Good evening, fellow colleagues. My name is Andrew Cerrone, and this is my assessment reflection presentation. Within this presentation, I will be going over the purpose, the types of assessments, the analysis, the modifications, and the takeaways from the badminton unit. The purpose of this unit is to introduce the game of badminton and to have students develop a sense of interest in the game as well as a level of accomplishment so that it will become a lifelong sport for them to participate in. Having students become familiar with the game of badminton at the 9th grade level is developmentally appropriate and will aid in the process of students continuing to live a healthier, more active lifestyle due to its enjoyment and complexity. The types of assessments that will be used is going to be a diagnostic assessment, an embedded formative assessment, and lastly a summative assessment. To begin with diagnostic assessment, it will consist of informal questioning to get a basic understanding as to how well students know about the game of badminton. They will be graded on a scale from 0 to 20, and it will also make up 20% of their overall grade. The types of questions are as follows. Badminton is played with what type of racket? What is hit over the net in badminton? What is the correct way to serve? Badminton is similar to which other sport? Students will talk to a shoulder buddy regarding these questions. Following the diagnostic assessment is the embedded formative assessment, and that will be used to understand if the students are learning and not falling behind in the class. This assessment will be performance-based and will assess students on their application of skills, application of strategies, application of rules and conventions, and personal/social responsibility and safety. Each application listed in the previous slide will be graded on a scale from 0 to 4. This portion of their grade will be part of their participation points in the class, which makes up another 40% of their overall grade. Moving on to the summative exam, it will be worth 40% of the student's overall grade and is for students to showcase what they have learned so far in the unit. This exam will be administered through Google Docs where students will be able to access it at home. This particular exam will consist of 15 questions, 5 pertaining to a YouTube video, and the rest of the 10 pertaining to multiple choice, true and false, and fill in the blank questions. Based off these assessments, the diagnostics showed that 70% of students are competent in badminton, the formative showed that 80% of students performed at or above the proficient level, and the summative showed that 76% of students received a B- or higher on the exam administered on the Google Doc. The results are as follows for the 2 EL students, the 1 student with a disability, and the 3 GATE students that I had in my class. Underneath each section, you'll see the diagnostic, the formative, and the summative results for all students combined. Upon analyzing the results, some modifications were put into place that I feel would increase overall student achievement. The 5 options below range from the same test with short answer questions or others that have to do with creating, constructing, or teaching the class how to play badminton. In the end, assessing students forces educators to look closely at each student, or to determine if the program is instructionally aligned. It could also help to understand the progress that students are making, and lastly, it's an accountability measure for students and teachers. Thank you for watching.